That's good right there. Let me get a sip of my Kirkland brand sparkling water. I'm sure that sounds good on camera. Yeah. Okay, alright. It is March 24th, 2025. This is a vlog. What you are watching, what you clicked on, is a vlog. A video log of my life, what's happening, what steps have I taken to reach the goals that I set for myself this year. What have I been watching? Has anything been worth the watch? You haven't uploaded any worth the watches this year, which I'm just now realizing I haven't done any of that. I've been working on my art, okay? I'm only one person with lots of aspirations. Some of my goals I'm on track to hit. Some of them I need an extra push. This will help that. This light that I have on right now, it has like a candle setting, because I kind of wanted this to seem like a candle lit type of vibe. It went really dark right there. A candle lit type of vibes, like a storytelling type of thing. Now when people hold up candles, this candle doesn't look too good, but you know, regular candles, when overhead lights weren't a thing. That's what this type of vibe that I'm going for is all about, just in case you were wondering. Anyway, I digress. I also wanted this to be sort of a video journal type of thing. Let me reach behind myself. I have a journal. It's a sketchbook that I also journal in. If you follow me on my art Instagram page, you might have seen a little sketch followed by a journal entry of mine. That's where I'll start. I'll start there. I started a Instagram page called ETH Creates. ETH period creates on IG. And really it's just for me to upload some of the works, some of my artworks. A lot of them are unfinished, so I kind of wanted to show my progress with certain ideas so far. I gotta finish these things. I can't just keep picking up new projects and new things and have new ideas and start something new and just leave stuff at the sketched phase. I do that often. I often leave things in the, oh yeah, that's a little sketch. It's good enough. Or it's not good enough. That's all that'll be. I think I just have so much that I want to do that I have a hard time focusing on one thing. I'm like, oh wow, let me do this now too. So like the Ultimate Frankie, you might have seen that one. I have to draw the rest of the Straw Hat Crew on there. I threw up an unfinished, or it was almost unfinished artwork comic strip of my girlfriend giving me a right in my stomach. I used some Dr. Slump inspiration there. Shout out to Dr. Slump Inspo with the eyes gouging out. And then I also unleashed my first Kamehameha wave. Kamehameha wave. I had my girlfriend take pictures of me. We had a little photo shoot. It was kind of fun. I took my shirt off, threw some sunglasses on like Master Roshi. Buffed up. Unleashed the whole thing. That was a lot of fun. And then I had her do the get hit by it. Hopefully there's some images that I'm throwing up on the screen everywhere, every which way. And I'm not just leaving you guys out in the dark. Like, what is this Kamehameha wave he's talking about? I think a lot of the stuff that I'm drawing it has been and is inspired by Dragon Ball. I watched Dragon Ball Daima, and then it started reminding me of old Dragon Ball. And yeah, there's a lot of GT elements to it. So then I started rewatching Dragon Ball. And then I got this pretty cool Akira Toriyama art book. Let me show you guys. A visual history of Dragon Ball by Akira Toriyama. So I got this. Look how cool this is. Boom. So that's cool. Then let me show you some of the. It's got a nice little. Let me. Look at this stuff. It's got that in there. Just some classic Goku, Gohan. Like you know he made this entire series, but you're like, damn, this guy be drawing. Akira Toriyama be drawing though. So like, yeah, you got stuff like this. I think this one right here, I freehanded because I wanted to draw something with a little bit more perspective. So that's a Dragon Ball by Akira Toriyama visual history. You can cop that at Uniqlo, my brother said. I got off of Amazon. I know it's big business. It came the day after I ordered it. Anyway. Let me put that down. So a lot of my art has been inspired by Dragon Ball, and I think I will continue to use his art as references because when you try to be like the best, you want to recreate some of what the best does. So he's kind of like Air Jordan. I'm gonna be like Air Jordan, but artwork style, you know? The GOAT! Anyway, on to the next thing. I wrote down what I wanted to talk about, so let me see. I wanted it to be, what happened in January, February, and March. February was rough. I'll tell you that. It was just, I'm in Chicago. If you're watching this from a faraway land, I'm in Chicago. February in Chicago is brutal. It's winter. They've been mild winters for the most part, except for the bone-chilling cold this February was. But in the grand scheme of things, temperatures going up and whatnot. It could have been worse. I've had colder and more bone-chilling Februarys, but this one was plagued by some sicknesses and work and just no daylight at all. When there's no daylight, you're like vitamin D deficient. You wake up, there's no sun. You leave work, there's no sun, and you're like, oh my god, where did it go? I need some sun, please. That was all of February. All of February was a struggle. And I got hit with the worst sickness. I thought it was worse than COVID. And it happened on Valentine's Day. Like right around that Valentine's Day period. Worst sickness I've ever had. Chills, my body hurt. I had no appetite. I couldn't even eat. And I was just on the couch, like, I was in pain. I was waking up in pain, just, I am not exaggerating this. I would wake up just moaning in pain because I couldn't sleep. My back was hurting and my nose was stuffed. I had a headache. My ear felt weird. So I was taking lots of Dayquil, NyQuil, but the off-brand stuff because the name brand stuff would be pretty expensive. So I got that Walgreens brand. I took some ibuprofen. I eventually recovered. It was just awful, very, very awful. Here's what happened on Valentine's Day. Okay, my girlfriend and I got reservations at. I want to say it was Fancy Plants. It's this vegan restaurant, but they closed down, so it was at a pop-up. So we got these reservations in advance. We wanted to have a nice Valentine's Day, and they had it they bring it out and here's your first course. It was 4 or 5 courses or something like that. Too much food, but it was all delicious anyway. That night, anything he brought and put out in front of me, you would stick a fork in it. This would taste good if I could eat right now. I can't eat. Smelling this food makes me nauseous. I don't want to be here. It was nice. I wanted to be there if I wasn't sick, and the guy who made all the dishes, it was just the nicest guy. It was like an aphrodisiac. Aphrodisiac? Am I saying that? Let me stop. It was that type of dinner that he was providing all the patrons with. And he would come out, have an explanation for each plate. This salad was dressed by a dressing so Caesar-like it almost came from Caesar Palace. Stuff like that. But it wasn't Caesar dressing. These tapers were thinly sliced, fried, crusted, and dipped in olive oil. Stuff like that. But then he had a story behind it. I made this dish when I was lost at sea. He wasn't lost at sea. I'm exaggerating. That was a hyperbole. Did you get it? He had an explanation for every single dish, and they were all delicious, but we couldn't eat any of it. So every single time the guy brought a plate to our table, take a bite, almost threw up. Excuse me, waiter, could I have a little to-go box for this? I want to put my salad in a little to-go box. We did this 5 times. Hey, excuse me, wait, this tomato soup? Do you have containers for tomato soup? Will this spill out the little cardboard box that you put everything else in? Oh, it's a cardboard box. I have to put my tomato soup in a cardboard box. Okay, I'll do that. Hopefully it won't leak. Hopefully it doesn't leak. What else did we have? We had some mashed potatoes with a steak and broccoli. Was it a broccoli or was it a broccolini? I think it was just broccoli. Because my girlfriend doesn't like broccolini, and if she said it was broccolini, I would have heard a comment about it. So it wasn't broccolini. It's just a fun word to say, broccolini. Anyway, so that was February. February was pretty awful, but it's just one of those months you have to get through. And then now we're in March. March has been pretty fun so far. I've been more of my artistic space. I've been trying to have a nice little flow. During my lunch break, I'd journal. I'm trying to write more so I can get ideas down. That's why I'm doing stuff like this too. And I went to Montreal. Canada. It was like a little France. It was fun. It was a good time. Here's something you notice about Montreal too. People are very active. I know it was cold. People stay active in the cold over there. Hills going up and down the streets and whatnot. You got coffee shops everywhere. This is why I think people stay so active. While I was there, I frequented a few pastry shops, got myself a nice little mocha, croissant, and other pastry. I forgot the name of this one. It was like a sweeter type of like, it starts with a Kougin, Kougin, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce these fancy French pastry words, but fire. It was delicious. The two pastry shops that I remember their names and would recommend to people who visit Montreal or people who live in Montreal if you don't go to these places. Maybe these are touristy spots. We went to this place called Le Petit Dep, and it wasn't in Old Montreal. It was in this other place, the little Italy version of Montreal. I don't know. I forgot what it was called, but the place was beautiful. You had plants everywhere. You had the brick wall. They had pastries on display. You can get whatever you want. You could even drink there. You didn't have to just drink coffee. You can get anything you want. They even had this thing called, what's the English Earl Grey thingamajig with cream? I don't know what it was. I didn't get it. I got the mocha. What else did I learn in Montreal? Went to Mount Royal. Okay? Now, when you think of Mount Royal, you're like, mountain? Is there gonna be a mountain here? No, it's not. It's not a mountain. It's a mountain. It's a hump in the earth. It's almost like a mountain, but it's not. Anyway, we visited Mount Royal. It was nice. We did a little hiking. There was still snow there, and there's people skiing. We didn't ski because the snow was melting. So the people who were trying to ski, they weren't really skiing too well. I'll also say this about Montreal. It might have snowed a shit ton before we came. So when we were there, all the snow was melting. And it made all of Montreal just look wet. You look outside, like, did it just rain? No, it's just the snow melting. I hear water dropping. Where's this water dropping from? Oh, I guess it's from the ceiling of the porch, the balcony of an upstairs type of person, So that happened a lot. And the last thing I learned about Montreal, we went to a poutine place because you gotta get poutine when you're in Canada. But it was the most unhealthy thing I ate. I get a Montreal burger. Okay? I got the Montreal burger. But the Montreal burger is not a burger. It's a Reuben. They have corned beef as the meat, and they called it a burger. I was confused when the sandwich hit my plate, and I look at it. Well, you got roast beef up in there. It's not a burger patty. So that was Montreal. They lie about their burgers. They say this is the Montreal burger, and it's a Reuben. You guys gave me a Reuben. It was good. I ate it. Still liked it. So yeah, that was Montreal. I visited one of the places on my list. So that was one of my goals this year. And then lastly, almost lastly, I ran the Shamrock Shuffle. See that? Look at that. That's the finisher. 2025. We get a nice silver medal. I was hoping it was a gold medal, but this is just like my participation in the Shamrock. So I got that. It was an 8K. I only goaled myself to do 3 5Ks, and I started off with an 8K. And not only that, in May, I'm planning on doing the Cinco de Mayo, which is another 8K. followed by the Chase Corporate Challenge, which is a 5K. So for that goal, I'll be done by the beginning of May, and I will have hit my 3 type of races that I wanted to do, and I'm proud of myself. I thought the 8K was going to be harder, but I kept a nice pace. So hopefully there's some pictures of me on the Shamrock Shuffle I can paste up here. If they're not, I didn't have my bib showing when I was racing. There's the bib. I didn't have it showing, but it has this code on the back, so I assumed it was, they would find me on there. It says do not fold. It's a little wrinkled. Anyway, I'll post my results too, because I think it's nice to share. I finished, I want to say 53 minutes. Kept about like my first mile was my slowest mile was like 11 minutes. And then I shaved it down. 10 minutes the second mile, 9 minutes, and then I did another 10 minutes on the last mile. I thought I would stop during it because I haven't ran 5 miles in a extended period of time. I usually stop after 3. So my goal was just to finish, but I didn't stop. That's my plan for the other 2 now. My plan for the Cinco de Miler is to beat my time, maybe get 50 or sub 50 minutes, which is like 9-minute miles. That'd be insane. And for the Chase Corporate Challenge, I haven't thought of a goal for that yet, but I think under 30 minutes for the entire duration of that. No, it's 3.5 miles. That would be too fast at 30 minutes. I'll rethink that goal. I'll update you guys later. Okay? I'll update you later. I got you. Other than that, I have been watching a lot of TV shows, I have some worth the watch videos to make on Severance, Love is Blind, Solo Leveling, and Dragon Ball Daima. I'll do Dragon Ball Daima because I did enjoy it. I know it gets hate on the internet just because of the way it ended and some of the transformations and whatnot. But those 4 I will be putting out in the next month or 2. Severance. If you guys haven't watched Severance yet, woo! What a show! What a show! Season 2, man. I'll save it for the review, okay? I'll save it. It was phenomenal. I'll save it for the review. I think that's pretty much it for my first vlog for you guys. Let me know how the first few months of the year have been for you. Are you still on track to hit your goals? Have you taken a step back on a couple to put some others in first place? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. I think this helps me stay accountable, and hopefully I can help you stay accountable to hit your goals. So my rant is pretty much done. I wouldn't say it was a rant. This was nice. I enjoyed just being able to ramble. What song is that?